Hi guys, I just wanted to show you the Paschal candle that we have in the Bow Valley Church at St. Peter and Paul. And you can see it's set up right next to the baptismal font, which was also used at the Easter Vigil service. So we're gonna come close to it and check it out. So if you notice, it's super tall and it is made out of 100% beeswax, which represents the purity of Christ. So if we zoom in on this first symbol here, you can see this is the symbol of the Lamb with the victory flag, and that represents Christ as the Paschal Lamb who had victory over death when he resurrected. And if I curl around the side here, you can kind of see at the bottom right here, and also at the top there is a Chi-Rho. If you remember, those are the first letters of Christ's name in the Greek alphabet, so that represents Christ. And off to the side, you kind of see a little weaving, and that, you notice there's 3 parts there. That represents the Holy Trinity. Okay, so as I go down, you might recognize that symbol. That is the Greek letter for Alpha. It's the first letter of the Greek alphabet. And if I go down underneath the cross, there's the Omega sign. That is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So together they symbolize that Christ is the beginning and the end. And in between there we have our cross. It kind of wraps around the side, so it's kind of hard to see. But if you notice these decorative nails, there are 5 of them that they put in the cross, and they represent the 5 wounds of Christ. So the one on each of his hands, one on each of his feet, and then the wound at his side. And inside them are small little pieces of incense to also remember Christ's burial. And if you look closely, what do those little beads look like there? To me, that looks like a rosary. So how beautiful, there's also a rosary in there. If we go down farther, underneath that we have our date, 2020. And that symbolizes that Christ is still present with us even today. And underneath that, we have a beautiful image of Mary. Very pretty. And off to the side, there is a rose. And underneath it, this symbol here is called the fleur de lis. And it's a French symbol. And if you notice this one, you can kind of see it a little better. The 3 leaves on the top. That also symbolizes the Holy Trinity. So this is our Paschal candle in Bow Valley. And Father is the lucky guy who gets to pick out our Paschal candle. Do you remember those Catholic magazines that I have at school that you guys would flip through and cut out different pictures of saints and crosses? It's from those magazines that Father gets to pick out and order the Paschal candle. And I'm not sure if it's the same one at each of our churches. So I challenge you to try and visit your church sometime this week and check out the Paschal candle and see if it is the same as this one or different, and see if you can figure out what all of the symbols on it represent.